What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Standing on Sports. Today we're talking about Week 10, the Week 11 rankings, and then I got to make my own college football playoff bracket. And I'm gonna get this exactly right. I'm excited for y'all to judge it and tell me that. But we'll see what happens. Matt, what game you want to start with today?
Oh, the game to start with. It's an obvious game to start with. A&M at South Carolina. A&M loses. I jinxed it all. You all can thank me and Sean. We did this. This was our doing. If we had picked South Carolina, we would have gotten murdered 50-0. However,
does that mean we
did this for the people.
Does that mean we got to pick Vandy this week?
I'm not picking Vandy. No, screw that. You got it, Sean. That one's in your hands, buddy.
Oh my God,
that one's in your hands.
I think you are making up excuses. That was a terrible pick.
It really wasn't. Okay. No, we said last week. You even said last week it was not a terrible pick, buddy.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I said last week I was 70-30 on it.
Okay.
But again, this was the first game where I can say the offense actually looks pretty good against a good defense.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of what you can consider the LSU game, the offense was clicking. Even though Lenore Sellers, he was only 13 for 27, he was still throwing the ball down the field, and he looked confident doing it, which is the first time I feel they've truly let him unleash the ball this season. And then on top of that, Rocket Sanders, our offensive line, was actually giving him space, and he showed what he can do once he gets to that second level. He's really good at making people miss. Doesn't have the top speed, but he can make the first guy miss almost every time. And he was averaging 7.8 yards per carry or something insane like that. So yeah,
I feel like we're using not only Lenore Sellers, because y'all know I've been hating on Lenore Sellers lately, but I also feel the coaching scheme too it's finally they finally played to win the game. We kept scoring afterwards before we'd get up and just run the ball even on third down, punt, and then we'd let them come back. But I think we finally learned our lesson of all right, we need to keep doing what we're doing. We're doing what works. Lenore Sellers, like you said, he has a lot more confidence now too. But I think he's gonna improve. He's only a freshman, so he still has 2 more years. His deep ball, he overthrew every deep ball that he had. If you look at the receiving stats, it was Joshua Simon leading with 4 catches, 132 yards. Most of those were on dump offs, and then his second leading receiver with 92 receiving yards was Raheem Sanders. And I'm not Lenore Sellers did what he had to do though. He threw who he needed to throw to. He threw the passes that he knows he can make. So I don't know if he can improve his deep ball. I think he's going to be really good down the line.
Sean, what do you got for us?
From Texas A&M's perspective, I think switching quarterbacks still this late in the season, it's never going to work out. You can't. I don't care if Connor Wegman isn't that good, because he's not. But they know that offense, and so switching to Marcel Reed, you're running a completely different offense, and he can't throw the football to save his life. He sucks. So it's basically a run offense, and when you're one dimensional against South Carolina's defense, that doesn't work.
Yeah, they didn't score a single point in the second half, and like you said, Connor Wayman, he wasn't that good either. Obviously, at the beginning of the season, but I think Marcel Reed kind of got really overrated in 1 week because he got subbed in, and LSU had no stop for the rushing quarterback. He only completed 2 passes that whole game. So I don't know. We'll see how he does. He's a freshman too, so he'll probably get much better too. But South Carolina, dude, I'm excited. I think now the question I keep asking myself is what if we closed out those games against LSU and Alabama?
We'd be a top 15 team if we had.
I think we'd be top 10.
No, because that Ole Miss loss is too bad. That Ole Miss loss is too bad to have us top 10, I think.
Ole Miss is 16. They're not terrible.
Yeah, it's true, but I don't know. I think the Ole Miss loss was too bad to have us top 10. But either way,
Alabama would be way down.
Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois, and they're 10th.
That's a fantastic point.
Yeah.
I actually don't have I don't have a rebuttal for that. So
Yeah.
Just gonna take
But-
the L.
yeah, I'll just take the L on that point. But no, pretty much. I think one other thing we have to mention. Shout out to the defense. They came out to
Yeah.
play again like that. The defensive line's amazing. We've known that, and this is like the first time, in my opinion. I guess I don't know. Looking at the numbers now, it doesn't look that amazing. I think that's because they had like one long rush that broke out. The run defense was fantastic, I believe. Like it felt like being at the game. I know I was there. David was there. Like at the game, it just felt like they couldn't get anything going on the run, like on the running game.
I mean, yeah, that long run was 56 yards. He had total 83 yards.
Like,
So it was that one long run that he broke out on. What was that? 3rd and 1, 4th and 1.
Yeah, something like that.
So I mean, it was like that one play, and if throughout that play, yeah, like they literally have less than 100 rushing yards.
I
the
will
game.
say I do feel bad for Texas A&M. They lost their second running back
Yeah.
of the year. They had
Oh,
a
geez.
5-star from Texas that like towards ACL to start the year, and then losing Moss, who stepped in, been great.
I
I
didn't realize he was out for the game after that.
Oh, he's out for the year. He's done.
Oh,
Yeah,
shout out.
he tore something. So yeah, I mean it sucks for them. I think their season's probably over. Like
Yeah.
I think they're kind of this slowly dwindle.
I don't know what they play, but I know they play Texas on like Thanksgiving weekend.
Can we stop having great games on Thanksgiving weekend? I'm not going to Clemson to watch USC and Clemson when it's Thanksgiving weekend with my family. You know?
Speak for yourself.
It's a rivalry week, and I mean,
yeah, but make it the week before, so that way people just take off the Monday, Tuesday, and just have a whole week. You know?
Sure. No, I don't know. I like it being then because it's like coming off a break. I'd be coming back anyways.
Yeah. Well, you're still in college. Some of us have moved on.
I don't. I mean, I'm spending anything in Columbia, so I don't mind. Yeah, Sean.
I don't know. I'm really excited for the Clemson game this year, especially after transitioning to our next game. Clemson got absolutely destroyed by Louisville.
God, that was the greatest time slot ever. USC wins on one station, you flip over, Clemson's getting throttled. And I will, I was on the way saying Clemson was better or like has been improved, which I still think they have been, but at the same time, this was their first like actual over 500 game they played since Georgia. And they look
really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, it's the ACC.
True.
Yeah.
NC State, Stanford, Florida State, Wake Forest. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's insane.
Yep. They all suck.
And they got destroyed. Because I mean, like even the scoreboard doesn't really like. I don't even think gives Louisville enough justice. Clemson only start like it was 7-33. They only started scoring points like towards the end of the fourth, and you got to give them credit for that. But I mean, Louisville controlled the game all the whole time. Dude, when at the South Carolina game, they put the scoreboard of that game on the screen, and everybody went crazy too.
The stadium went ballistic.
Yeah.
My point for this game, I'll say quick. My point for this game, I have two. Clemson has a run defense problem. They gave up 270 yards on 27 rushes. Shout out Isaac Brown, 20 carries for 151 yards and a touchdown.
Oh, he's starting to look beautiful in the transfer portal.
Oh, he's so good. And my other point that I thought was kind of interesting, this is like a little bit like more in the weeds. I had to go find this one myself. Clemson, they had 3 drives that were greater than or equal or like at least 10 plays where they scored 0 points. Those are like 6 minute to 7 minute drives that are just taking so much time off the clock where they're driving.
Is that on turnovers or is it?
I think there was one turnover. Or no, it was a punt and then 2 missed field goals.
Jeez.
And like I don't know how you have a 10 play drive and then have to punt. First of all, like that's crazy to me. But then the second one is like 2 missed field goals is just that like kills momentum. And I don't know. I just thought that was an interesting stat where it's like you're using up 18 minutes to 20 minutes of your time of possession for literally 0 points.
Yeah, that's actually wild.
That leaves them with about 8 minutes of time possession. So I don't know. It was just a fun one that I found. I was like, what the heck's going on there?
Like you said too, like I think also like I'm gonna Clemson like the worst. Like because I just don't, But like they're like the transfer portal, like not using it is only going to keep hurting them. I think the only reason why they're like relevant right now is like you said, they played nobody. But I mean, I do think Cade Klubnik is a good quarterback. I mean, he's played well this season. They haven't played really good competition, but I mean he can throw a good ball. So I don't know. I feel like the Clemson's always going to be relevant because they have really good recruiting with Dabo. But in order for them to ever get over the hump, if they join the SEC one day, like they're not going to be able to compete at the highest level if they don't use the transfer portal.
Yeah.
That's all I got, Sean.
Cool.
No, I just wanted to 100% agree. Like you said it.
And I will say, I've been a fan of Louisville, and they're what, like 5-3, 6-3. They're at that 6-3. They're on the bottom right there. Yeah. They're another one of those like what if teams. They've lost 2 games by a total of like 6 points.
Yeah.
And it was like Notre Dame and Miami by like combined 6. So if you won those games, they'd be like top 15.
Can I fact check you on that real quick?
What is it?
They lost to Miami, SMU, and Notre Dame by 7 points each.
Oh, each? I thought it was.
It was a one-score game for every game.
But they're keeping it close.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, I mean, SMU's 13. I mean, I'm not saying they played really anybody, but.
Well, okay, so the funny thing is, and I saw on Twitter, SMU's one loss is to number 9 BYU.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, like, I'm not saying, like, I think if BYU and SMU make it to the playoffs, they're getting throttled regardless. But you play the teams on your schedule, and if you're better than them, you win the games.
Mm-hmm. And also, like, that also, I mean, has a major impact too going forward with like the ACC championship. I mean, it's going to be Miami. I think we can all agree on that. But I mean, now it's SMU, and they're like
they played
number one for it.
They played no one from here. They played Boston College, Virginia, and California. That they're going to be undefeated in the ACC, and that means that Clemson's not going to be in the ACC championship.
That means Clemson's not going to make the playoff because Clemson doesn't play another good team. They play Pitt and they play us. I don't think that's enough to get in the ACC to get you in a 12-man playoff.
God bless America.
That's
I know.
Crazy.
Wow, this is like realization is actually amazing. But also another thing I want to talk about is we had going into this week we had 8 undefeated teams. Now we're down to 5. Pitt lost to SMU. Just talking about them and looking at the scoreboard, I didn't watch the game, but I mean, it looks like SMU controlled that game the whole way through.
No, they dominated.
It was just. I think it was 31-3 at one point or something.
Yeah, it was bad. They jumped out early and did not turn back.
Yeah.
Jeez,
I wasn't even like bothering to review this game. It was so bad. Like
that's wild because that's one of the games we picked.
To
you picking?
Yeah. I picked right. Ooh, let's go. I will say we don't need to talk about it, but. I did that because I know the power I hold.
Okay.
But I will say SMU, I'm not saying they're good, but you play the teams on your schedule, you win games, you win out. All you have to do is upset Miami. You're in.
Yep. I mean, and they should win out. There should be none of those teams. I mean, I guess Cal's looks pretty good this year. They've had some sneaky good games.
I got a question, right?
Oh,
your one loss is to BYU. You win out. You'll probably be top 10 before you play Miami. You lose to Miami, and everyone wins their conference like they're supposed to. Does SMU make it as a 2-loss team?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
But right now, would you put LSU in it? Say they lose one more game.
I think LSU is more deserving than SMU.
By strength of schedule, it's probably going to be LSU. I mean,
yeah,
like it's unfortunate. It's just like the conference they play in is so bad.
Okay, well, would you put 2-loss Iowa State in? If we bumped them down to 17 by having 1 loss, or are we basically saying like
I mean, Iowa State.
Texas Tech's a bad loss.
Texas Tech's not a bad loss.
Texas Tech's 6-3. It's not terrible.
That's fine.
And their losses, only one of them was like bad.
and also like it was by 1 point. Like Iowa State lost by 1 point. So
I was
think,
gonna say, wait. Let's save this for David's playoff predictions.
Oh yeah. I guess we're
Because speaking of, we do have David's playoff predictions coming today. Let's get like 2 more games in, and then
all right.
we can roast David's playoff predictions here.
Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I don't know why I said that. There's no elephant in the room. Ohio State played Penn State, and Penn State yet again cannot beat a team that's ranked. They are so bad against ranked teams.
We'll say it was a lot closer than I thought.
Every year is close, but close ain't gonna win you games.
I don't think. I'm not saying. Like, I still don't think Penn State's like legit by any means, but I think this is honestly more of a thing, almost like watching the game on Ohio State. I mean, their opening drive, he threw a pick 6. I mean, I don't know. I feel like, dang, yeah, they scored 10 in the first quarter and then didn't score barely anything after. That's crazy. But
again,
I feel like Ohio State.
If Penn State wants to be great, they need to go get a quarterback that's not some random quarterback you find. Like, go, for the love of God, go in the portal and pick up like a Cam Ward.
Diego Pavia. They need Diego Pavia on that team.
Hey, some people think Drew Allar is a first-round quarterback.
Yeah, and he's probably going to be equivalent to Josh Rosen. So,
yeah, like I don't know. This was one of the funny stat of the game. 3 carries for 47 yards. What position do you think the player was?
Tight end.
Yeah, it was their tight end.
Yeah, like, I was watching that game, and I'm like, come on, you had 2 of the best running backs in the country, and we're running it with a freaking fat.
But their running backs were averaging like 2 yards a carry. So it's like they tried something.
Put more freaking blockers out.
No, but Sean, I'm 100% with you though. They need a better quarterback. This offense needs some kind of kick behind it if they're going to beat these teams. And it needs to come from a scheme change. It needs to come from a quarterback change. It needs to come from something.
Mm-hmm. And this is another team where, like, I think they're going to make the playoff, and I think they're just going to get. I think they're going to lose. Good playoff matchup: Penn State, SMU. That'd be huge.
That'd be a good game. I wouldn't watch that. I think I would not watch that. I would rather go I don't know, go to yard work. I don't know.
That's crazy to say.
Help a grandma across the road. I don't know. But okay. Penn State is my last thing I'm gonna say. They have some of the greatest defensive players, like this year and like in the past decade. And year in, year out, your offense is a reason you're not don't take the next step and you don't improve on it year in and year out. Like, who's going to tell them, offensive coordinator, you got to go pick up Lincoln Riley. He's about to get fired. They're 4-5.
Lincoln Riley is not going to be an offensive coordinator anywhere. His ego is too big.
He is North Carolina's next head coach when Matt Brown.
Not a chance.
That's crazy.
Oh, you want to? I'm not going to bet. I was about to say you want.
Yeah, let's bet on it, actually. All right, the last game, unless there's another game you all want to talk about, I just want to highlight. I just want to talk about Florida, Georgia. I mean, I was watching for the South Carolina game, and I don't know. Georgia, I'm so confused on. I'd like this is such a weird year for college football overall. Like, besides Oregon, who didn't even look that good in the beginning of the year, there is no team that legitimately looks like they're really good in the SEC. And this is just weird because they're usually always a top dog, an alpha. But I mean, Georgia's been having bad games. I thought they were back after that Alabama game, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it's the swamp as well. It's a rivalry, but I don't know. It's just shocking to be losing going into halftime. Florida.
They picked it up.
They picked it up because DJ Lagway was out for the game.
Yeah, no, that's facts. I'm so sad that Lagway went out.
And once again, Carson Beck is abysmal. He's so bad. I did put him in the first round pick because he is 6'5". All right, question.
Maybe 3 receptions.
Carson Beck or Garrett Nussmeier in the NFL?
I'd at least say Carson Beck. Garrett Nussmeier is like the same thing, but a crybaby. At least Carson Beck like doesn't cry
Yeah, but he's
about like.
so unappealing.
No, give me Carson
You think
or give me Nussmeier over Carson Beck for sure.
that's crazy?
In the NFL, I've never seen Carson Beck do something like that makes me think he could possibly have some kind of arm talent. Nussmeier, at least right now at this point in his career, when he's not under pressure, he looks fantastic.
Yeah, when he's not under pressure, like, and he has the best offensive line in front of him, and also he has way better wide receivers than Carson Beck has.
That's fair, but I don't always like the wide receiver. I think you could argue that bad receivers can make a quarterback look bad, but I don't like the argument that good receivers like make a bad or like a quarterback. Like you need to question his values. Like look at Joe Burrow, right? Joe Burrow came out and he's fantastic. He also had the best college receiver core probably of all time in Jamar Chase and Justin.
That team was insane.
Like, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like judging quarterbacks by if they have good receivers. You like say, oh wait, they have good receivers. What do they have to do? Because I still think they do have to do a lot.
That's a good point. I don't think I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in the playoff. Georgia's off. LSU, they got a tough road ahead. But speaking of that, y'all want to see my bracket?
Real quick. I want to highlight 2 players. Right, we do have to fill out a dog of the week bracket, right? Or not bracket, post. Okay, so Ole Miss wide receiver had 5 touchdowns on 8 catches for 254 yards.
Yeah, it's actually wild.
And then my Lord and Savior, Amarion Hampton, 5 total touchdowns on 260 yards. It's pretty good.
Wait, 5 total touchdowns?
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's going to be great when he plays with Pat Mahomes.
All right, bracket.
Oh, this is the one from early. I was like,
I'm playing. This is my preseason bracket. So I mean, I gotta say, I think I did decent. Florida State. I think we all snubbed on that one. Yeah. Florida State, NC State were definitely my big snubs. Wow. But I think everything in Utah, like these 3, I feel like everything else is like pretty good.
Well, Kansas State this exited.
Yeah, Kansas State's
conversation.
Wait, where's Kansas State?
They just got upset by Houston.
Oh no, this is Penn State.
Oh yeah, it's just purple.
Oh, oh my god.
Why is it so purple?
Yeah.
I'm colorblind. All right, I'm gonna go to my new one though.
He is colorblind.
Oh, shoot, I have to unshare and then reshare.
God.
That's annoying. All right. Dang, all these viewers are gonna be really upset about this. All right. I'm not gonna lie, it's very similar. I do have one hot take, and I'm looking forward to seeing what y'all think of it. But
you kept Florida State in.
Yeah, that's what I did. All right. What y'all think?
Oregon won.
That's Colorado.
Wait. Who's that at 4 that we see?
You put Colorado.
You put Colorado at 4.
They have to have a lot of things go their way, but they're 6 and 3, 6 and 2, and they're both losses in the Big 12. So they need Iowa State to lose another game, which I don't know is going to happen. But I honestly just wanted to put Colorado in there because I think it'd be sick if I could see that. I could see if there's a script out there, Colorado's going to win the Big 12.
I think it would be fun, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, what they got to get in? I guess not over. Yeah, they have to beat out BYU and Iowa State.
They have to beat. They got to play BYU in the championship, and if BYU has 1 loss, I have them like in the 12, ahead of Boise or behind Boise.
I meant the thing is Colorado's rest of the schedule is very winnable.
They play Texas Tech this week, I think we'll predict that game, which should be good. But I don't know. I mean, honestly, I was looking at like overall. I think Oregon. It's going to be Oregon, Ohio State, or actually Indiana's the other team on here that I didn't have that I was really debating on putting in. I don't see Penn State losing another game, so they're going to be in. I think no matter what. But Ohio State plays Indiana. I think Indiana will probably lose. So that's why I put Ohio State in. But I mean, then it'd literally be an Oregon versus Ohio State rematch for the championship game.
I don't think so. I think Ohio State Wait, actually, yeah, they'd be 2 losses, right? But then Texas would be 2 losses if they lose to Georgia.
Yeah.
So who do we think? Evidently, you think Texas would be the number 5.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't see how because they beat. No, they didn't play Bama. Did they? Yeah. Didn't they play Bama? No, they didn't play Bama. Okay, never mind. But I have Tennessee winning out, but still not making the championship. But Tennessee beat Alabama. I had to look at all the schedules for this. It gets really complicated. I put Notre Dame at 7 because they're going to win every game they play for here on out, and there's no way like them and Penn State. I don't think they're going to go far, but it's annoying because based on their schedule, they're not going to lose another game.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I think Tennessee and Bama win both those games.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I'd watch that game. Tennessee,
I will say
Penn State. No,
the biggest like question mark out of all this. I mean, obviously Colorado, but like is Tennessee too because Tennessee plays Georgia next week.
If Tennessee beats Georgia, the whole SEC is in shambles.
Tennessee's not going to beat Georgia.
But I don't know what's going to happen with that. So I put if Tennessee beats them, I think they're in. But if they lose, then they're tied with LSU, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, like that because I think there's going to be 4 SEC teams. That 4th SEC team is like an oddball, and Alabama plays LSU this week, so they could lose that too. So I think there's going to be 4 SEC teams. I don't see how they wouldn't. I mean, I think in my prediction I had 5, but like.
So who do you have at like the first one out? Who would be the first one out?
That's a good question. I think first one out, Indiana, because they're going to be 1 loss, and then A&M is going to be 3 loss by then. LSU is going to be 3 loss. That's another thing. Ole Miss plays Georgia. Maybe they win that. So I think there's 3 3-loss SEC teams, maybe 4, and I think only one of them gets in. So I don't know how they make that like indicator of like who gets in.
And the thing is, it's like they've all like beaten and lost to each other, or beaten teams that have lost to other teams. It's insane.
Like we beat A&M beat LSU, LSU beat us. Like just that little triangle thing.
Like, Ole Miss lost to LSU. LSU should have lost to us, and Ole Miss stomped on us. Like what does that mean? Like LSU beat us. It's like what? I don't even know.
I think a lot of it's going to be like because obviously like I think a lot of it, especially with the SEC. Because it's like definitely the biggest question mark of all the conferences in this is like it's going to be like recency bias, which is completely valid. I mean, you want the best team, the best teams at that moment. So, but I think whoever wins the SEC and whoever loses the SEC championship are in. There's no way you don't put both of them in.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, I was making the bracket. There honestly like aren't that many other options. Unless there's like one team falls off, but that doesn't really happen. Boise State, this could be Army, but I think Army's going to lose to Notre Dame next week.
Army's not beating. Army's going to.
Boise State's been blowing people out. I don't think they really play anybody else, and I mean their 1 loss is to Oregon. That's a great loss. So
and they played Oregon. And they played Oregon tough.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Boise State in the 8 or 9 game.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised about that. I wouldn't be surprised
if your 1 loss is 1 possession to Oregon. Like,
also like hot take too. Maybe not even hot take. Honestly, I could see Boise State winning their first round game.
That was my next question actually. Which of these teams do you think Boise State could beat?
Notre Dame, Penn State.
No,
maybe not Penn State. Notre Dame for sure. BYU for sure.
They can't be no. So this is the issue. I don't think group of 5. You have Ashton Janty at running back, but outside of that, they're not really good.
Their quarterback's been playing well, but I mean they haven't been playing the best competition.
Yeah, you go up against Tennessee, Penn State, or Notre Dame's defense, and you're gonna get demolished.
I don't know. I think. I'm also just so low on Notre Dame. Like I really don't. I think they're.
You can be low on Notre Dame, but Notre Dame be a run only team by like 40 points. Boise State relies on their running back every game.
They have now won games with Astro Gianti not doing as well. Like obviously he went for
Yeah, but
120
they also
yards.
play the predicted matchup right now is Boise State against Colorado State, who's 6-3
for
their
the Mountain
conference
West.
champion. Yeah, like that's bad.
That is bad, but I don't know. I'd love to see an upset. I'm excited.
No, I
Upsets to be
like
good.
Boise State, and I think I would like to see them upset someone. I just think realistically, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the power rankings next week. Which one of y'all want to do the college like this?
What's this? I'll do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I won't have as much time next week.
Okay.
Oh, busy
Cool.
man.
Busy man. All right.
We don't have
Anything
a
else you want to?
schedule. We have a schedule.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about this, or should we go into predicting games?
I don't know. Colorado's interesting over. Oh my gosh.
Iowa State and BYU. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I
I want something a little different in there, and there's honestly like there's a chance.
There's a chance. Yeah, for sure.
And they've been looking solid. I mean, like you can argue that Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter are the two best players in college football.
I don't know about Shedeur.
Shedeur is definitely the best quarterback. Maybe not maybe not behind Cam Ward, but like I think he's. I mean, that could be 2 top 3 draft picks easily. Top 2 draft picks in the NFL this year.
Maybe. All right. Okay, I think let's move on to some predictions here.
Cool. All right, I'll share my screen one more time.
Yes, sir. First game. Top of the slate. Unless are there any Thursday, Friday games that are worthwhile?
I don't think so.
We got Bowling Green, Central Michigan going tonight. Oh yeah.
The election day.
Yeah, there's not really any worthwhile games.
Voting before the game.
True.
All right. Here we go. Okay. Northern Illinois took down Notre Dame. App State. Yeah, no. Where we at? Dude, this is the big noon game.
That's just terrible.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm crazy. So excited for my Purdue Ohio State game.
I will not be watching that.
It's literally. I mean, Purdue is the last place in the Big Ten. I mean, they're 0-5 in Big Ten, but that's okay. Dang, there's not a good game for a minute. Okay, no good games till 3:30. Georgia at Ole Miss too. Dude, this is gonna be.
I am shocked that the spread is so close in this game. Like, why is it?
Wait, really?
Only 2.5.
You think it's going to be a tough game, or like you think Georgia's going to blow it out?
I think Georgia wins by a touchdown. Like I don't know. Georgia's defense is really good. Like, and Ole Miss's defense is not very good. Yes, sure, Carson Beck has struggled and all that, but Ole Miss's defense has got nothing on Texas's defense, and Ole Miss's offense is about the equivalent of Texas's offense. And what did Georgia just do to Texas? They made them look like a ACC team. Like, yeah. I don't know. I think Georgia's just better all around. They're more athletic. They're faster. They're stronger. They're like smarter. It just, I don't know. I can't see anything like this game being close in any way because of the fact.
Oh, I can see it being close. Carson Beck's at quarterback.
Oh no.
I mean, Jackson Dart's significantly better. I mean, Ole Miss's offense is significantly better than Georgia's.
I agree with that, but Ole Miss's offense is not significantly better than Texas's offense, in my opinion. And Georgia just shut that down.
I think Jackson Dart playing a lot better than Quinn Ewers and Arch Manning.
Like post-injury Quinn Ewers, sure.
Post-injury Quinn Ewers is what played Georgia, though.
I know. Post-injury Quinn Ewers is what played Georgia. And the problem, like Jackson Dart, it just I don't think Georgia's going to let them have all their explosive plays that they live on. You know?
I don't know. It's going to be a good game. I'm definitely going to be watching. I think Dang, this game's going on the same time South Carolina game is basically.
I will not be watching because I will be at Vandy.
Oh, actually?
Yeah,
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
I'm excited.
Nashville.
Yes,
When you heading
sir.
up?
I'm leaving Friday at like 6:30 a.m.
Sick.
Dang. Who are you
That's
going
gonna be
with?
There's like a group of like 10 to 15 of us.
Are they
Fate Italians.
Yes.
Nice. Solid.
I'll
That's gonna
take
be
my
fun.
comment off air. In the off
Okay.
chance they watch this. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Interesting. They're definitely actually no one's listening to this.
Yeah.
All right. So, Matt, I think we can assume you're picking Georgia.
Oh, 100% of the way. Yes.
Sean, who are you picking? You
Georgia.
Georgia. All right, I'm gonna be different. I'm going Ole Miss.
All right, I got a game up on you. This is great.
I don't know, dude. I think Ole Miss.
Ole Miss's defense is
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah, but Georgia's offense is not good. Also, it's a 3:30 game. If it was night, I'd also pick Georgia, but some of those 3:30 games, man, Ole Miss all day.
Why would you pick Georgia if it's night?
I don't know. But
I
I just want to
also
be different.
let me see how many passing yards Jackson Dart had. Yeah, okay, 500 of Jackson Dart's passing yards came against Arkansas. Like when they played Oklahoma.
All right, well, Arkansas's defense is actually like not bad. Obviously, it was bad against. Look at who they played and look at the scores they allowed.
I know. I don't know. I just like
exactly.
Ole Miss puts up points against bad teams, and they play like some of the better teams. It just
wow, that's a real barn burner right there. Kennesaw State and Utah. Someone's about to get their second win of the season.
Yo, that actually be a good game to pick.
I don't even know. If we don't have a 6 game, we can circle back.
I'm down. I'm actually so down. All right, so yeah, I picked Ole Miss. I'll pick Georgia. Next game, Colorado, Texas Tech. This should also be a good game at Texas Tech. Texas Tech just got the big win on Iowa State. They're no longer undefeated. And Colorado has been looking pretty good the last few weeks. I think at the beginning, they got blown out by Nebraska, and they lost to I don't know who their loss was.
Kansas State, I think.
Okay. I think you're right. Yeah, you're right. And that was a field goal game. Honestly, I'm picking Colorado. I had them in my bracket for a reason. They're going to win out. Shador. Man's he likes his attention, but him and they got the best players compared to Texas Tech. I couldn't tell you the name of a single person on Texas Tech.
Their running backs are like top 5 running back in the country.
Well, Colorado's got a top 5 defense, so.
No, they
do not. What are you talking about? You're smoking crack out here.
I'm playing, but give me Colorado. I think I'm going undefeated this week in picks.
You picked Ole Miss.
Hey, that's all.
Hey, are you ready to not go undefeated? I'm also going to pick Colorado, and I haven't picked a single Colorado game right this season.
if this is the one game this week I get wrong, that'd be actually well. If I get Ole Miss right.
So yeah, I don't pick Colorado games correct, and I'm picking Colorado just to mess up.
So does that mean you want Texas Tech?
I want Texas Tech to win to mess up David's bracket, and so I'm picking Colorado here because I don't.
At this point, do you just want us to do bad so that we?
Yes, I need the fans to. I need a fans dub. That's like what I'm rooting for.
That's great. I'm only 4 games. I'm only 4 games behind the fans overall now.
Yeah, I have the total. The updated total.
Tell us the totals.
So combine the fans are 71 and 43, which is crazy.
Jeez.
But they also pick the favorites all the time. Like they don't have fun.
Yeah, we were trying to be too fun.
Yeah. David.
I was being fun when I didn't realize there was a milk mile at stake, and you guys just like, yeah, Matt, you're last.
We said at the beginning that there would be a punishment. We just never decided.
Yeah, and I got no say in what that punishment was.
Yeah, well, maybe get a job. Or
what? I have a job at the same company you all work for.
Maybe not next month. Yeah.
Oh, my job's secure, buddy.
That's what they all say until you're fired.
No, mine is. Don't worry.
Okay. I don't know about.
I've been recording every single interaction we had, and I'm about to send that to whoever the CEO is,
Oh,
Kelly.
cry.
Kelly,
Yeah.
and then Kelly's just gonna be like, yeah, he's right.
I'm like, well, anyway, David, you're second at 67 and 47.
All right,
I
4
don't.
games.
Hey, wait, let me take a guess. I don't think I'm at 60 wins or 60 correct guesses.
You're
I
very
think
close. I mean, you're right, but you were very close.
59.
Yeah, you're at 59. You're
Oh.
59 and 55.
then you're 12 behind.
And then I'm 64 and 50.
Okay, so you're only 3 behind me. Okay, dang, that might be dumb picking Ole Miss, but we'll see what happens. All right.
Let's see. Do I pick Texas Tech? They're in Lubbock. The
Hey.
sun sets at 5 o'clock apparently now, so it's basically a night game.
Hey,
I
the smart pick is Texas Tech here. I haven't picked a single one right all season.
know, but Colorado. I do like Colorado, but Texas Tech just beat Iowa State,
Facts.
and that's hard. And they beat them at Iowa State.
What you thinking, Sean?
I'm
Times
gonna go Colorado. I do think
Okay.
Colorado has a lot better offense than Iowa State.
2. Okay. Okay.
That's
Cool.
good.
Chitter's been playing good. All right, next game. Game of the week, in my opinion. South Carolina, Vanderbilt. I think if we win this, if South Carolina wins this game, ranked, Vandy wins, they stay ranked.
Well,
It's
we
crazy
might be
Vandy's
ranked
ranked.
tonight.
Oh, true, college football playoff rankings.
The AP don't matter no more.
Let's go. I'd be down for that. You know what, Sean? I'll let you go first with this one. Who you picking? Actually, wait. It doesn't matter. I think we're all picking the same. But
Yeah, I'm picking South Carolina.
yeah, me too.
I'm also picking South Carolina. I don't know. Add some analysis for this game. It's going to be the best front seven and best pass rush that Vanderbilt has faced all year, including their games against Bama and Texas. Bama and Texas is going to be the best front seven they faced all year. Diego Pavia is going to be under a lot of pressure, which he's been able to work through some this year, but he's going to be under a lot more than he has been all season. And I think that's going to force him to make some of the mistakes that he made in that Texas game where they lost. The only times that this team has lost this season is when Diego Pavia has been made mistakes and not been playing his A game. And I think South Carolina's pressure is going to do that. I'm actually pretty surprised that they're favored. They are favored with the spread. I was pretty surprised to see that, but yeah. So I think the pass rush is going to be the difference in this game, and Vanderbilt's not going to be able to stop them. So I actually do believe South Carolina will win.
How is I'm picking South Carolina as well. How is Vandy's defense?
It's not bad. I mean, they held it's better than what's it called? I'm just blanking. Never mind. I'm trying to come up with a team to compare it to that I had in my head. Now it's gone.
A&M's defense is better than Vandy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let me put up 44 on them. So,
well, I will say they gotta watch out. Dual threat quarterbacks they're a real thing, and Diego Pavia actually does know how to throw the football.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna make that comment. I was like, well, we just played a single threat quarterback in Marcel Reed, who's the only threat is running the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. Well, cool. I mean, that was a quick game. I mean, I think when South Carolina plays well, football is so much fun to watch. All right, Mississippi
When
State,
the team
Tennessee.
you're rooting for is good. Yeah, we're not picking.
Yeah, Sean. How's it when UNC plays?
Oh, we're good right now. We've won back-to-back games. We look
For the first time in a few years, right?
We started season 3 now.
I'm just playing. All right.
The unfortunate real game of the week.
Alabama, LSU. Honestly, this is all. I mean, this is another. I mean, that's the thing. Cool thing about the college picks is you can go either way.
It's a lot more fun picking these games than NFL because you try to be different in the NFL, and I have a terrible record. So
yeah, I mean, hey, all of us picked the Patriots last week, and we all got boned by that.
Okay, well, I have comments on that game when we get to
I can't wait to hear these.
Hey, Sean. All right, I'm gonna let you go first on this one because the last one was we already knew what was happening.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be. It should be a really good game. should be a really good game. I would love to see both teams actually play well. They've both struggled. Like, they're both 6-2, so they've obviously won some good games. But when they lose, they lose. You know, like there's no like you make a lot of mistakes. I would like to watch a clean game. If I had to make a pick, I'm leaning towards LSU. I don't know. I feel like it's Baton Rouge at night. Jalen Milrose still like, yeah, he was my Heisman favorite, but lately he hasn't been clicking on all four cylinders. And I don't know. I think LSU will win this.
Yeah, for me,
All right, Matt.
I was gonna say LSU's last performance against Texas A&M really scares me from them. They kind of just like did not exist in the second half as a team at all. And then that Texas A&M team then proceeded to come into South Carolina and get destroyed. Like it scares me. Like LSU is like what happened there. Like obviously, yeah, the Russian quarterback, but why couldn't your offense move the ball against this A&M defense? And I was like, it made no sense. Like A&M defense is good, yeah, but like it's like LSU's offense should be good enough that shouldn't matter. So for that reason, I'm gonna be picking Alabama to win this game, just because I don't trust what I saw at LSU the last time they played. Sean got way more confident in his pick after I said that. So
I'm thinking Alabama as well. Primarily just because, I mean, Milroe is a Russian quarterback as well. We saw what Marcel Reed did to LSU. Now they obviously didn't scheme for Marcel Reed when they went into that game, but I don't know. The Russian quarterbacks against them do not look good. Lenore Sellers played really well. Didn't he have that 75-yard rushing touchdown?
Yeah,
when we
he
played
had the long run before he got injured.
Yeah, so I mean, I think obviously, like we said, both teams have been looking rocky. They're both coming off buys. If it was at Alabama, I'd be way more confident in the Alabama pick. But
I think y'all are underestimating Baton Rouge at night. Joe Burrow plays on Thursday Night Football, so he may be at the game. He may go in that locker room, put his hands on Nussmeier's shoulders, give him a kiss on the forehead, and then from there he becomes Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Okay. With that being said, I'm picking Alabama.
All right. Y'all have a very bland imagination. It's crazy.
I think you just have a very interesting one.
Thanks.
We'll see. Oh man, dude, that's gonna be a good game. Then I could go negative this week for sure with those picks.
You did pick Ole Miss.
I did pick Ole Miss. That's my hot take for the week. I was gonna pick Louisville Clemson, but I changed it last minute. Wish I didn't. Wait, how many games have we picked?
4.
4.
The slate of games this week is not.
It's so bad.
Low key, Oklahoma Missouri is not a bad game.
I think dude, that was
Brady
supposed
Cook
to be
back?
a good game.
Is Brady Cook back?
I don't know.
Even if he's not back, I feel like it's
the Brady Cookless. No. If he's not back, the Brady Cookless Missouri Tigers got walloped 34-0 against Bama. Like, don't get me wrong, Oklahoma's not Bama, but they could not score to save their lives.
To save their lives. Okay, I think we could pick this game. Okay, let's go. Honestly, y'all want to do Utah?
Might as well.
Let's do it. All right. There's no good reason to pick either team, to my knowledge, but I also know nothing about either team.
I don't know anything about this.
I know Kennesaw State is the worst team that you can be when you make a franchise NCAA football.
That's what I was basing my pick off. But since I know that was,
and it's at UTEP, so
I don't know if that means anything.
Okay,
yeah, they probably got no fans there.
You know what? I'm gonna go first here.
What? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'm going first.
All right.
And it is for one reason and one reason only, and I don't think I should trust this said reason at all. Give me Kennesaw State because they beat Liberty.
They beat Liberty. Oh yeah, they beat Liberty. That
Oh.
was like ridiculous.
Give me Kennesaw State because they beat Liberty.
Guys, the tickets are $11. Can we go?
Yeah, we should go.
Wait. If I was not going to Vandy, I'd actually be so down. That'd be so funny.
I'm not traveling
Sell
to
the-
Texas to
sell
watch that
the
game,
ticket.
bro.
So yeah,
Dang, that's actually a good point. The fact their one win is to Liberty.
Yeah, but they have 7 losses. Okay, well, UTEP has 8. God. Who let these teams like have players?
You know what? I'm picking UTEP. Their one win is against Florida International University. I think that says a lot.
that says nothing, but okay.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. How do they have teams?
Can we even like find a 6th game?
We could do Oklahoma, but
It's either that or NC State plays Duke.
that's not bad.
They're both the same like caliber.
Oh wait, Thursday night App State 4-4 plays 4-4 Coastal Carolina.
Oh wait, yeah, let's do that. Wait, no. I don't have time to make both of those.
What about NIU and Western Michigan?
No, because that's also during. Let's pick a
That's
Saturday
Wednesday.
game.
That's Wednesday.
Oh God, I don't have time. Oh, by the way, I'm picking UTEP.
Oh, let's go. Wait, this could be. Oh wait, this could be a big game for the brand right here.
Yeah, the game that
I can't
Okay,
wait to put this poll on Instagram and people are gonna be like, who are these teams?
who's UTEP? All right, last game.
These are all so bad.
They're bad. Yeah.
Okay, I will say, just I don't want to pick this game. Shout out to the Michigan Indiana game. I think Indiana's on upset watch this week, but you know.
Yeah.
I'll pick that game then. If you want to.
Oh, I'm not picking that. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm not.
I was about to say I thought Michigan's defense would lock down Illinois, and then they gave up like 28 points. So I'm not supporting anything they do.
I don't know. I think Indiana just doesn't have a resume for who they've played. Like their best team that they've played is Nebraska. Like who they demolished. However, I don't know. You can only play who you're scheduled against, but I just think they're on upset watch. I think let's screw it. Let's pick Duke NC State.
Well, cool. I know nothing, so I'm just gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Dookie Poo. I think. I mean, they beat UNC. That doesn't say
It's
much
not
though,
hard.
considering UNC is
Yeah.
a bad team.
All right.
NC
Well,
State,
okay. If we're playing
I'm
what ifs, UNC 4 games they lost. They didn't have Camion Rucker, who is the
Who?
like number. You wouldn't know because you only watch South Carolina play football.
That's not true. I only watch ranked games. And South Carolina.
I was about to say,
And UNC
how many?
UNC's
Anyway,
not
I'm
ranked.
just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, we lost that game, but it would have been different. We can play what ifs
Interesting.
all day.
I doubt it. Yeah, I'm picking Duke. You know, they went to overtime against SMU. They got blown out by Miami. They beat Florida State.
Wow.
I think you gotta give the upper hand to Duke here.
Give me
1-8
Duke as well.
Florida State.
I'm
That's
following
crazy.
David on that trade. Give me Duke. I don't know. I'm dying. That's what I'm doing. I don't have many reasons to pick him. And welcome to the podcast. No, I think that Duke is probably going to pull through on this one. I don't know. Duke is, from the things I've seen this season, Duke has seemed like a more well-rounded team at NC State, and Duke has just seemed like a well-rounded team overall, and I like that. So,
Yeah.
Valid.
I will say Duke is the better team, but when Malik Murphy gets, like, when he has to pass the football, it gets bad. That's what happened against Miami.
Wait, he has 20 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
Yeah, but
Over
those 8
2,000 passing
interceptions
yards.
are, like, in the same 2 free games.
it's so you're saying when Duke gets down, it's a problem. Like they can't pass their way back into a game.
If he has to pass the ball, like if he's forced to do it, he can't do it. But they're playing NC State, and I don't think NC State will force
So you
him.
picking Sean?
I'm going Duke.
Oh, sad.
Ooh, it's your favorite team.
Mm.
Interesting. I think, Duke's interesting.
We're all
Good
going
pick.
against the favorite team here.
Okay, well, I feel like there's no favorite in this game.
But yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really super confident about any of my picks besides the South Carolina one. Knock on wood.
Hmm.
Uh,
This is just a weird. It's a weird week.
it is a weird week. All right, I think it's a good point to. Unless y'all have any final things y'all want to say.
I don't think so.
No,
I'm gonna go enjoy Vandy this week and enjoy Nashville. I already have a brewery crawl planned for Friday.
Mm.
I'm hyped.
That'll be a good time. That'll be a good time.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'll be working on Friday. So.
That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
You gotta be working as well. That'll be you next year.
No, I'm gonna have 980. I'm getting every other Friday off.
Okay. That's nice for you.
Someone needs to put an end to CS majors.
hey, watch it.
There's a guy who works at 980 on my team, so you can do it if you want. All right. With that being said, we're gonna end the pod. Like always, keep standing on sports. Like, comment, subscribe.